I can see it now, looking back. Through the years and all the roads I've traveled, 1,000 moments I didn't understand, 1,000 mercies hidden in your hands. When I was just a little boy, a broken body, fearing endless nights, you spared my life and carried me. Long before I knew your name, the world offered me a counterfeit peace in a bottle I could hold. I chased relief through all my youth and paid for it with pieces of my soul. Still you were there, in the love of a faithful wife, in the laughter of my baby boys, and every blessing I called mine. Even when I wandered far away, even when I chose another way, you had a future and a hope for me. When all I could see was the wreckage around me, when I was lost in the darkness, too blind to believe. You had a future and a hope for me, a plan that was greater than my failures could be. Through every valley and every broken road, you never let me go. I walked away from the altar, laid my Bible on the shelf, stopped talking to the God who saved me, and tried to save myself. The pills promised comfort, the bottle promised peace, but every road I followed only led me deeper into need. Then my father left this world, and grief became a heavy chain. I buried pain beneath addiction, but it always rose again. You had a future and a hope for me, when all I could see was the wreckage around me, when I was lost in the darkness, too blind to believe. You had a future and a hope for me, a plan that was greater than my failures could be. Through every valley and every broken road, you never let me go. And then came the hardest battle, watching my son lose his way. I would have traded places with him if it could have taken his pain away. Fear consumed my every thought, shame consumed my every day. I hit the bottom of the bottom and wanted life to slip away. But that's where grace found me, in the ashes of my pride. When I had nothing left to offer, you were standing by my side. You sent me where I didn't want to go, to find the man I needed to become. You broke the chains that held me captive and taught my heart to trust your love. You said, this is not the end, this is where healing starts. rebuilding what was broken. I'm restoring what was lost. And the tears fell like a river as hope came rushing in. For the first time in so many years, I could finally breathe again. You had a future and a hope for me when I was drowning in anxiety, when I was trapped by addiction and too weak to break free. You had a future and a hope for me when all I saw was what I'd never be. You took a life that was shattered apart and rebuilt it with your love. Now my marriage has been restored, my family has been restored, my faith has been restored by the power of the Lord. Now I stand upon the rock that carried me through every storm, and I spend my days telling others about the grace that brought me home. The lion still roars and trials still come, but I know who holds tomorrow. Because the God who spared a little boy and never stopped writing his story.